All right. Check it. This is Unique House. This your boy CEO, and I'm here with the lovely official, Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing, my dad walked on.
Man, hey man. I hope y'all ready, man. We got special guests in here today, man. This man came a long ways, man. The man came down here to check me out, man, on Boss Talk 101, man. My boy Three Stripes in the building. What's going on, baby?
Chilling, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Man, no, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Say, man, I've been checking you out, man. You doing your thing, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Man. So, we over here at Boss Talk 101, man, we get down a little different than everybody else, man. We always trying to figure out really what make you tick. You know what I'm saying? So when we start to, well, I'm gonna back up because I know somebody looking at me like they want to say something.
I want to know where Three Stripes come from.
That's what everybody be asking me. Well,
Yeah.
to make a long story short, when I was coming up, my dad always tried to make me be a leader, not a follower. Everybody used to wear Jordans, and Jordans were like $200 a pair. My dad, he had money. He was driving trucks and stuff like that, but he just wanted me to be a leader. So the Adidas used to be like 3 for $90, and I just used to wear Adidas everything. And then everybody at school started calling me Three Stripes, and then I just ran with it. But they called me Three for short, cause I never had no nickname.
Okay.
No, so once they started calling me Three Stripes, I just ran with it. People that my like close friends, they call me Three for short. You know, it's come from wearing Adidas, but I don't wear them no more.
You don't wear them no more?
Nah.
With a name like that, you should wear it and be the ambassador for
I
it.
know, like if I would have continued to wear it,
Right.
then nobody wouldn't be asking me why my name is Three Stripes.
They'll still ask. 'Cause
They'll see the
I've heard-
stripes on me everywhere on the tracksuits.
Yeah,
They be like, oh,
yeah.
Well, let me ask you something. Where's Moultrie at, man? Come on, tell me about Moultrie, Georgia.
Moultrie is 3 hours away from Atlanta, 45 minutes away from Tallahassee, Florida. So it's in the country. It's like
It's in the country.
you will not know where it's at. Like you can't find it on the map. That's why I'm trying to put it on the map.
Yeah. So nobody that artist or a football player.
My uncle, which went to the NFL, he's from Moultrie. Then you got my cousin, Charlotte, the late great Charlotte. His dad is from Moultrie. Charlotte was raised in. He spent some time in Moultrie probably in his childhood, but he was raised in Atlanta. But his roots is Moultrie.
So in Moultrie, the one who played football, your uncle, what was his name?
His name was Antonio Edwards.
Okay.
Moultrie is big in football. Like we like #1 in the nation. Like that's where you go if you want to play football. At our high school, it's like you know that TV show they got called. I mean, you know the movie they got called that be on Netflix and stuff like that. Moultrie, where I'm from, is big on football. Like it's like
Big on
$500,000 program.
So do you feel like when you coming from Moultrie, you got something to prove? Like I gotta make these folks understand what we doing down here.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that's the way I'll be, because I'm from Lodi, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's
No,
what I'm talking
no,
about.
my Texas.
Yeah, Lodi, Texas.
But I done traveled a lot.
I'm from Smithland, nigga. Yeah, so I get it, because most people don't know where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a small town. It don't even have many people as y'all's have to 10,000. That's a big number.
We only got one high school, one middle school.
We don't have that.
Um,
You see what I'm saying?
They go to the
We
neighborhood.
go to another town to go to school.
Oh, that real.
Yeah. I'm country, man. Down right by the Caddo Lake, you know. But you know, when I look at the music that's coming out of Florida, does that influence Moultrie? Because y'all real close to Florida.
It don't influence me because I don't listen to nobody.
You don't listen to nobody?
I listen to myself. I listen to independent artists, like everybody that's trying to grind. I don't listen to major artists. I feel like once a person feel like they become major and feel like they made it, they don't put their hard work and effort and they rhymes no
So
more.
you tell me you don't listen to Lil Baby?
I can't tell you. I can't name. I can't name nan Lil Baby song or Moneybag Yo. If I hear it on the radio, I might hear a little bit of the hook, but I don't listen to them. Boy, I don't know their lyrics.
But it's the same thing with sports. A lot of people always say that they don't want to watch like NBA, pro. They prefer to watch college because they
They trying to prove themselves. I don't know no Drake or none of that.
Always better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
if I tell you my favorite rappers, you ain't gonna know who they is because they still independent. They on the ride.
Name a couple. Name
Yeah.
a couple. I want to hear it.
Well, one of my favorite artists, it's gonna be real controversial, but you know, I like one artist named No Plug. I like him because he grinded. You know,
Why is it controversial?
because he's the dude that killed Bankroll Fresh.
Wow. Okay. So and that don't make it controversial.
You know, a lot of people gonna feel like I'm wrong for liking his music.
But me,
But
okay,
that didn't have nothing to do
but
with
that's
you.
almost the same thing. And like some people say,
You know,
why like R. Kelly because of what he did? But
I
R. Kelly, you
don't know if
can't
R. Kelly
deny him.
did that.
But you can't deny him because he's talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, if it wasn't your beef, okay, so now you got to pick a side.
That's how it is in society nowadays, you know. Like they said, it's another topic going on right now with Quando Rondo. You know, I was locked up. Yeah, I got a song with him, and I was locked up with him, so I know him personally. I was locked up with him in Savannah because I went to school there or whatever. So people feel like I got to choose a side, but I like Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? I like when he first came out, and I like his music now, but I was talking to my cousin that day. He was like, bro, you got to choose a side, bro. You can't ride with Durk, them, bro. It's Georgia against Chicago now. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
But you still like Durk.
Yeah, I still like Durk, though, but, you know.
It's sad that you have to pick a side, bro. I don't like that, man. I don't like that.
That's how it is.
That's not real.
I just seen the interview the other day 21 Savage did with, he did with the dude that always, I forgot his name. He from Chicago, but 21 Savage was talking about how everybody had to choose a certain rapper side because of something. I forgot, man. I be looking on different blog sites and me saying stuff, but I don't really get into that mainstream stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, because a lot of it changes, don't it? When you it really changes if you really think about it. Mainstream versus independent grind is so different, and it changes. So you got to be careful how you tread when you're dealing with this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact, man, a lot of people ain't even, hey man, them independent artists don't get to shine, but some of them harder than
for real.
Most of it always been like that.
Yeah, it do.
The underground always been. That's why I'm a UGK fan. You in Texas, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Because they stayed underground. They didn't want to be.
But UGK is always big, though.
Yeah, but they still stayed underground. They didn't want to be mainstream. That's why they didn't move certain ways.
Yeah, it's a lot of rappers went commercial, and you can tell like now nobody don't really show no support, you know. But you gotta, like, a lot of people feel like Lil Baby went commercial, you know, but he one of them rappers. He still feel like he got something to prove. Like if you go to Atlanta and go to Lil Kelly right now, you probably see Lil Baby still in his hood.
For sure.
But a lot of I know that personally because me and him deal with some of the same people. But you'll still see him in the hood, like in his Lambo truck, still in his hood, like giving away clothes and shoes. But people feeling like Lil Baby, bro, he got too much money, but he got this thing in his mind. He's just like, he ain't live his hood. Like he still be in the hood right now. If he got a show in Atlanta tonight, you'll see him right there in Oak City, right there in Zone 4.
So he ain't gonna leave.
Nah, he ain't gonna leave. Ain't nobody gonna touch him either. Like, and you go in his hood, it's like an army base. You know, they got young niggas everywhere strapped up, ready. Like if they don't recognize the car, your car might get shot up. They ain't playing over there in Oak City, for real.
Dang, man. So how different is that from Moultrie? Like
These niggas in Moultrie, they gonna be niggas in your circle be gonna kill you.
So every car comes through, they looking for the nigga they know.
Man, it's in Moultrie, man. You need to be. You get a little success, they hating on you soon. I swear, man. My bad. Look, my blog site had posted a blog site posted about me a couple months ago talking about how much money I made off my royalties off my music royalties. And some niggas that don't like me, they went to sharing the blog, talking about, yeah, but this music still wet. I'm like, bro, why would you even? You started giving me my credit, but why would you share this post talking about my music is wet? But I still made all this money off my music. Like niggas be hating, like they want to get some fame so bad.
But you're gonna have to have that, man. It's gonna evolve.
Yeah.
As you grow, your haters gonna grow just like your fans.
Yeah, I had to learn, cause nigga be ready coming on my post tonight, get active when I know I'm active. Like if I leave from Texas right now, I leave from Florida, I go back to Moultrie, I be riding around my window down and everything, cause nigga be talking about I don't be in the city. What's up? Then, oh bro, you came when I went down. Like man, I do that sometimes because I need to start doing that though, cause I be feeling like, niggas are always talking about, oh, yeah, bro, you went Hollywood. How you going? I got my album. I'm getting ready to drop King of Moultrie 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it tatted on in the middle of my chest. Niggas talking about I'm not a king of Moultrie. If you mention Moultrie music, you ain't gonna know nobody but me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say I'm the king. I ain't saying I'm the king where can't nobody do nothing unless it go through me. I'm just saying as far as music, I'm the king of King of Moultrie.
Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing. You were raised with your mom and dad?
I raised my mom and my dad. My dad went to the feds like 2 months after I was born, so
How long was he there for?
he got out when I was 5.
Okay, so
He went to the feds, did 5 years. He got out. Instead of him selling drugs, he started driving trucks.
cool.
So my dad started a truck driving company, M&R Trucking, and he been driving like 25 years. No, not 25 years, like 20 years. And he came to me like 2 months ago because he getting older and he got a sickness where he'll just fall asleep in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, I heard of
And
that.
he get ready to go to the doctor.
Drive no more.
He don't want to go to the doctor to get checked. Like he know he's sick, but he don't want to go to the doctor because he know they gonna tell him to start getting out.
Right,
He got to get out of the truck.
Yeah, you can't
So
drive for that.
what he telling me was he was like, son, I got 2 other brothers. One of my brother 32, and I got a little brother like 7. He was like, son, I want to pass on the trucking business to you. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to do that. I don't even like to drive.
You can control the trucking. Hire somebody to be in there.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You know
But
what?
he want me to drive though.
Because well, get your CDL and just get somebody else to be in there.
I ain't even trying to do that. I barely can park a car. How I'm parking semi truck.
So you gotta have a car down there where you from.
I do. I can't parallel
But
park
you
stuff like that
can't
though.
How you pass your
If I see the
how you pass your test?
oh, the lady didn't even make me parallel park. When when the parallel parking part came up, I said I can't do it. She like, don't even worry about it.
And she still passed.
Yeah, she still gave me like an 8 or 9. She was only worrying about the road test.
Yeah. So let me ask you: Do you feel like the music is influenced by Atlanta?
Oh yeah,
I'm
definitely.
talking about in Moultrie.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make it influenced by something.
everybody when they get their music, they try to go to Atlanta. You know, but I did different. I went to Miami.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this: Kodak Black down in Miami.
He in Broward.
Oh, okay. Is he? How is he when you look at his music? What do you think about that? Because
Kodak Black is another little baby. He's another little baby.
He in his hood.
He always in the hood when he ain't got. That's why he stay in jail. But see, little baby don't. Little baby got a million youngins around here. They gonna take charge. Like you'll see, little baby youngins going in and out of prison because they ain't letting little baby go to jail. But
They got him like that, and that nigga must be really stumped.
and he gonna make sure they straight. Man. I know 2, 3 of little baby homeboys. Every one on had iPhones in prison.
All of them.
And get what? When them boys getting everything they want into the prison, all they gotta do is get on FaceTime with little baby. The guard gonna let them get everything in it. Man, I seen one on young. I don't want to throw a name out there, but when he was in prison, man, that man had like $5,000 cash on him in the cell with an iPhone.
Keep it on it.
Yeah.
Don't they search these cells?
Yeah, but you know, man, I'm talking about, man, these niggas having everything.
That be
You got to think about it. If a lady, she making $9, $10 an hour, and she will pay $100 some to see little baby at a concert, and she get to see him for free on FaceTime, she gonna risk her whole.
She risking it all for that.
She gonna risk it all.
So when you brought up, do you want to go?
yeah. I got what is that emblem on your neck?
It's a handicap.
That's
Low.
what I thought. I'm like, so
Stand for Crip, Community Revolution in Progress.
Yeah.
Well,
That young boy,
why you have a
yeah,
handicap?
community
I'm trying to
revolution
figure-
in progress. Is that what he said when we was interviewing
I know you're talking.
Payback Center?
Payback.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to understand if that's the
Because I saw
acronym
that
he
emblem,
used.
and I'm like, I noticed a handicap sign. I'm like,
You like, why would somebody want to be
Yeah.
handicapped?
okay.
But yeah, so do you think what was I about to ask him anyway about the? I think I was going to ask you about Blue Acorn. What's up? What influenced that?
Blue Acorn. I can't really go into the details of that,
Well, why
but
the hell you put an album out with Blue Acorn if you ain't gonna tell me? About
okay.
it?
The reason why I named it, the reason why I named the Blue Acorn because I'm a squirrel trying to get a nut.
Okay.
In the rap game, I'm a squirrel. That's why I came. I want a squirrel trying to get a nut. I like the color blue. And one of my favorite rappers, he's not mainstream, is Pee Wee Longway. He got the Blue Eminem.
Shout out Pee Wee
So,
Longway. That's a real one.
Yeah, so I named mine the Blue Acorn, you know.
Dope, man, dope.
I got it tatted on me right here, on my wrist.
So what influenced you to be a Crip?
My daddy.
Your daddy was Crippin'?
Nah, my daddy, he ain't affiliated with nothing, but my dad always told me to be a leader. So all my homeboys are bloods. So I was raised to be different, so I became a Crip. In Moultrie, I say it to my sons all the time. All my niggas banging red, but we chasing the green. I'm the only Crip in my organization.
And y'all friends with them.
Yeah.
I always thought when you blood and Crip, you're not supposed to be friends with each other. You're supposed to be like enemies.
Nah, that ain't how it started out. In the beginning, in California, Bloods and Crips started out to go against the police. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a branch off the Black Panthers. You know,
that's the same thing Payback said, but somebody else said something different.
You fake OG, these folk be getting fake history. They don't be going to the land and talking. But okay, Crip started, and then they started Blood because you start anything, you always gonna have somebody hating and try to start something to be in competition with. Crip was the first organization, and then it became Blood, and then they went against each other. But you got Crips that go against each other. You got Slauson Ave right here, and you got Hoover Street, and they rivals, and they killing each other. And then you got 83rd Street, which is A-Trey Gangster Crips. They all, like, that's how it is in Cali. All the enemies is one street apart from each other. I was out there in Cali about 6 months ago, and I was out there at Nipsey's store. And one of my OGs told me, like, man, it ain't safe. It ain't safe over here, 3, man. You better go about your business. Cause all the Hoover Crips would just come and shoot up the store. Like killing innocent people. People like to go out there. It was about 6 months to a year ago. They closed down. They got Nipsey's store blocked off now.
Right.
Cause people going out there just take pictures. But they were getting shot up and stuff out there trying to just wear stuff like the wrong color. Trying to show love to Nipsey. And then, you got gang members. See, out there in Cali, you got the 60s, they wear royal blue. The Hoovers, they wear orange. So if the Hoovers roll up on the 60s and they see you wearing that royal blue, you might be trying to pay homage to Nipsey. You might have on a Marathon Continue jacket. They thinking you one of the 60s, and they gonna shoot at you.
Well, let me ask you this:
Oh, she asked me when I became Crip.
Yeah.
I became Crip. I was like, it was right after I got out of jail right after I got out of jail, I became Crip.
How old were you?
I was 18.
Okay, so you started late, because when I think about those gangs, I think about them recruiting kids. Like, real young.
They tried to recruit me as a kid, but only reason I didn't, because my dad was on me heavy. When I went to jail, they kept on telling me I had to make a choice, but I was like, I'm not finna join in jail because they ain't gonna make it seem like I joined a gang for protection. So when I got out, I made my decision, because when you join a gang in jail, you have to rejoin on the street, because a lot of people they'll join Crip because they was in the dorm with number. Because they was in the dorm with number Crips, but then when they get on the street where they from, it's number Blood, so they might change over. So you're not official until you re-get jumped in or re-enlist on the street.
And
so
is there a reason why you picked Crip over Blood other than your friends?
Oh, I just picked to be different.
Just to be different.
Because I ain't want.
That was it.
Yeah, I always had to be different than them.
Okay. I know that you had gotten into trouble.
I was about to ask that. So you be
shoot.
sliding right here on the damn podcast. Just let me get that one in, because I know he was gonna ask.
It was in my mind to ask a long time ago.
So go ahead. Where was it at? What school was it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Do your research. Yeah, get on back. So in Savannah, man, when this thing went down, Georgia, what happened on the shooting? How did that happen? Why would you get caught up in a school shooting?
Man, what happened was, it was a lot going on at school, and I had a whole bunch of homeboys. They was real scary. I didn't want my homeboys from my hood. It was some of my homeboys from school. We all went to the same college together. They was scary. They were like, 3, man, you gotta get some protection. So I went home the week before. I was at school for about a week, and I went home. I was 18, because after I got out of jail from that, then I became a Crip.
Right.
But the dude I shot was a blood anyway, so I felt like I couldn't join blood because I shot a blood, you know. So I felt like I was gonna have to run past with him one day. But so I went home, I got a gun, bought one of my OGs in the hood for like $30. He gave me a box of bullets and all. He like
He hooked you up with the whole package.
Yeah, he gave me a whole package deal.
Yeah, he gave that nigga a starter pack.
Yeah, he gave me.
You got this gun because you were being bullied because they were.
No, what happened was Savannah State had a low security. Like people were jumping the fence, robbing people. People began robbed on the campus, and I had a big name coming. I had them just hit World Star. I was a known rapper at the school, so everybody knew me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I know I'm rapping about all this stuff, having all this money. Somebody gonna try to try me, but I didn't know the dude was gonna try to hate on me. What the dude was hating on me, cause he had already had to pick me out. Like he had been going at me on Twitter, but I had so many messages and stuff. I really want to
got lost in the sauce.
Yeah. So
But you never had a physical altercation with him before this?
Nah, never had a physical altercation. He hit me up on Instagram or whatever, talking about what he gonna do to me, this and that. And then what got me out of the case. I told him, I said, hey bro, I don't know you. I don't want no beef with you, bro. I said,
So they went back and found that.
Yeah, I screamed when I turned myself in. They had them brought the marshals, the U.S. marshals and stuff like that. Let me tell you how it happened. After I shot him, I had him hid. I was hiding out about 3-4 hours.
And it's inside the school?
Yeah, it was on time.
Nobody else got shot?
Nah, I only shot him.
Okay.
But it was dudes with him, but I only shot him though.
Okay.
I was hiding out about 3-4 hours. So I was listening. I was watching the news. Me and the scary homeboys. I was watching the news, and we were listening to the description of the shooter they had. They was like, he was tall, short hair. At the time, I had dread. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So like 30 minutes later, come back. My mama called me. She like, they said you did a shooting it. I'm like, oh man, it's over with. Once they called my mama, I'm like, somebody done told. I shot him in front of 20 people, but I thought everybody was gonna keep it real because they had been waiting on me outside my house. You feel me? I was staying in an apartment on campus. They shouldn't have put me in apartments. If they'd put me in the freshman dorms, I probably would have never shot them. They put me in apartments with the older people.
Okay.
So when I get home, these folks just waiting outside my house. I'm trying to walk to my door, bro. Like, you ain't going nowhere. I'm like, hey, bro, get out my way. So he hit me. They started jumping me. I fell to the ground. He didn't know I had a gun on me. And then I just, and then I ran into my room, got my bullets, got rid of them. I turned myself in later on that night, and then I sat in there for like a month. But before I turned myself in, I screenshotted everything, gave it to my lawyer. I sat in the jail for about 2 months, and then that's when my self-defense case started coming. They locked him up. He came in the dorm in a wheelchair. He was in a wheelchair for a minute. I don't know if he's still in the wheelchair.
You seen the nigga?
Yeah, I seen him. But they had separated us, though. They separated us. He came in the wheelchair. Then they let me out. They let me out on $1,000 bond.
Yeah, they dropped that bun. They want that
Yeah,
money.
they let me out on $1,000 bond. I fought that case on the street for 3 years. They were trying to wait on me to get into some more trouble.
How did this affect your mom during the beginning stage of it when she first heard that you did that and that happened? How was her reaction and how was she?
I don't really know. You have to ask her, but you know, my mama a school teacher, so everybody looking at her crazy like, you out here at school telling us to do all this and that, and your son at school shooting people, you know. But I can't go into my past, but I had them. That wasn't nothing new to me.
Yeah,
I just my first time getting caught. You know?
That's the way it usually be.
Yeah,
that's the way it usually be. So we had a shooting here just last week.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you hear about it on the news?
Yeah, I told you I heard about it because I
Okay.
seen a blog site post him out. He was the first black school shooter in history, and then a lot of people that know me tagged me, and they're like, "Nah, y'all got it wrong. 3 Strike the first one." But I wasn't even the first one. My homeboy was the first one.
And he wasn't even the first one. My cousin was the first one.
Oh, so I...
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, it's a long list.
Yeah,
I'm
my
sure
cousin
there's
was the
somebody
first
before
one.
him.
You think
I
so?
guarantee
No.
you, if you do your research.
No, my cousin.
Well, I was the first one in Georgia.
And I'm not saying that
he
this
was
is
the
a
first
good
one
thing.
in Texas.
I'm not saying that this is a good thing, you know, for anybody to do in school, because anything can happen to anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how do you feel about the shooting that happened here in Texas? Do you feel like he should have went and got his gun and that should have happened? Or do you feel that since you went through it, because this boy was being bullied.
Oh,
so
yeah.
this wasn't a first time altercation like you, that was your first run-in with him physically. He had been in a fight, he was being bullied by this kid, and he just probably couldn't take it. And did you see the footage of the fight?
No, I didn't see it. All I seen was like a screenshot. He was like, yeah, at school it's going down today.
No, there was a fight with him and that young, the boy who he shot, and he got beat up like.
I didn't see that.
Right, and then he went and got a gun and he shot him and stuff like that. So.
See, that ain't self-defense though. I don't know about Texas laws though. See, you got in Georgia, you got to shoot them in the same.
In the action.
Yeah, in
right.
the action.
Because that's what.
Because it's premeditated.
That's premeditated. That's exactly.
He
what
went home and thought about it. He could have told himself, "Nah, I ain't gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him. Nah, I ain't
I
gonna
don't know
shoot him."
if he got the gun, like if he had the gun in his bag and he left, because it's still sketchy a little bit. Because I read in the news, so I'm not sure if he went and got the gun and then came back to school, but his backpack is there and then shot it.
That's normal in Texas.
He didn't have it on him.
That's normal in Texas. I told you I just talked to a young dude the other day, stay in Houston. He said everybody at school had their guns on them. I'm like, what? He was telling me, he like, bro, he just shot somebody at his school. And he was like, bro, at our school, bro, everybody be strapped. I'm like, bro, what?
Because I know Texas is open carry. I mean, anybody can have a gun, but you still have to be over 21 to have a gun.
Oh.
You understand what I mean? To be able to carry it on you openly like that. You still have to be 21 to do that.
But if you're a convicted felon, you can't carry it out, though.
No. So, because I was saying that, that boy being bullied, he needed to beat him up. And the teachers knew that they were having altercations. The principal knew. So.
I ain't just going to take his side because.
I'm not condoning that. Go take some classes.
Yeah, man. I feel like he should have. I feel like he should have at least got him a group of homeboys or something.
Something like that.
Did he kill the dude?
No. He was in surgery. He had 4 shots. 1 in his leg, 1 in his stomach, and 2 in his shoulders.
Oh.
So, they showed all of that. The parents were talking about.
They ain't gonna play with him. They might try to do him like they did TK.
Probably. I don't know yet. I know he's out on bond.
Yeah, I seen that. They had a celebration for him, They had a welcome home party for him. He going viral. He going up. Like I tell you, mine went viral. I did an interview in Atlanta, and somebody picked up a clip of mine and it went viral. People felt like I was bragging about it, but that's the case that I'm telling you about. We talking about. That's 7 years old. I'm 25 now. I wasn't able to talk about it for like 3-4 years. Now I can. Now it's old.
Because I feel that a lot of kids, because they always talk about cyberbullying and so forth. And a lot of kids are feeling like they gotta go get a gun and react to their.
Yeah, because it's music. Well, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I did my school shooting. Because of music. I had been listening to nothing but Lil Durk and Chief Keef, and my mind just was on straight drilling. I swear that I swear I ain't just trying to blame it on them boys, but that music do make a big difference in your actions. Because I had been listening to nothing but drill music, and I felt like I was one of them.
So with saying that, how do you make your music different that it don't do that to little kids as well?
Well, the music I make, I don't be making music about shooting people. I make music about hustling, trying to get some money, living, and shoot them if you got to. But I ain't just.
He said shoot them if you have to.
Yeah, but the thing is, after you go through what you went through shooting, like at the school, it's basically something to where you don't play with it. You know what I'm saying?
And see, with me going through that, it kind of was a good thing and a bad thing. See, now, like, niggas know I don't got locked up for shooting somebody. I have to watch what I do because a nigga ain't gonna try to come at me like they would the average person. Like, a nigga ain't gonna try to fight me, nigga gonna try to shoot me because he like, oh yeah, 3 gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to, I have to try to be out of situation. Like, when I get into a nigga be like, oh yeah, I already know 3 gonna pop me. So I can't,
Yeah, no, I get it.
But that's why when I was asking that question, I was trying to figure out how could you use what your situation is to turn to good, meaning like try to help talk to somebody.
Oh yeah. My mama setting up some couple things. I'm giving back to my community, and I'm going to the elementaries talking.
Right.
And I've been trying to get together today to I looked at my phone when I was just signing that paper. Today makes 10 years since my best friend got killed. His dad came home and went through his wife's phone, went through my homeboy mama phone, and found out she was cheating on him. and he killed my best friend. He killed his little brother. And killed himself. Today make 10 years.
Wow.
And
That's in Moultrie?
yeah, in Moultrie.
Wow.
Like that junk just crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy because, man, when something like that happens, you don't even expect to see it coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't expect that.
You wouldn't expect it. You know, that you never can, and you try to figure those things out, and you try to put two and two together, but it never come up full.
Oh.
You never can figure that point out. Like, what the heck? What was, you know what I mean? But you know, people just react when they're going through something. They think about something.
Yeah.
They don't even.
He tried to
think
kill
about
her
it.
too, but she got away.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas just react, bro, and it's done just that fast. So, top 3 artists of all time, dead or alive.
Any genre.
Number 1.
I don't even know. I grew up listening to Tupac. I had no
Okay,
choice but to listen to
okay.
him because my mom was a big fan of him.
It's okay.
But I don't really know a lot of songs.
How you gonna say that's your number 1?
I
I don't
grew-
want
my mama put it in
nobody
me.
that you don't really listen to.
It could be the people that you say that you mess with right now.
That nobody know, right?
It
Yeah.
could be anybody that you
Your
love
number 1.
their music.
I have to look through my music thing, man.
No, come on. We need
Because I ain't really
We need
been
a top
listening
three.
about lately.
But just who do you what just overall? So you say Tupac is number 1.
Tupac number
Number
1.
2.
Any genre.
Lil Wayne.
Okay.
I used to listen to him when I was young.
A lot of people did.
Yeah. And
Number 3.
I don't know, man.
Number
I see
3.
myself.
Already. I like that. I like that.
I
That's,
can't
hey,
really-
ain't nothing wrong with
I don't
that.
be listening to these folk,
See, a
man.
lot of people do Tupac and Michael Jackson.
Nah, Michael Jackson, he was a singer. Like,
No,
So
but
it
it's
can
any
be any
genre.
genre.
folks just be saying stuff just make it sound good. I mean, I really shouldn't even say it Tupac. This is the first thing came to my head.
I really shouldn't have
I should have said
you know,
me, and me.
We had that the other
All
day, didn't we?
three.
Yeah, but we didn't,
We didn't let
accept
them do
We
it,
didn't let
yeah.
them do it.
Yeah, so when you go, like, right now in the music scene, a lot of people, they point this music thing around, but it's a lot of youngsters that ain't really getting money doing this right now. They put up money, which that make them bosses. I ain't tripping on that. They doing it, so they make you a boss because you putting your money up for what you believe in. But how do you rectify that, and how do you figure out a way to turn it to ROI so you can benefit off the music?
Well, you know, I do a lot of research. I ain't stupid. I made $200,000 off my music.
Really?
Yeah, I done made $200,000. I've been rapping since I was 13.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that
Yeah.
when I looked you up.
Since I've been rapping since I was 13. You know, I found out how to get paid for all my everything, monetize everything on YouTube. When I started out, I was filming. I got 2 movies. I monetize my movie, all my music monetized. Like when I get it, when people play it on Instagram, Facebook, advertising, all that stuff. I found out how to do all that. When I dropped my first movie, I was like 14 years old. I walked around the hood and sold 1,000 copies for $10.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's good right there.
Yeah. So
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 you
but the 200,000 that you're talking about that you made, is that
off of royalties.
off of royalties from
In 12 years.
In 12
When
years.
you look at it, it's like $20,000 a year. But I'm from Moultrie, you know. That's a lot of money.
That's big money in Moultrie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what movies? Let's talk about the movies.
My first movie I did, it was like 45 minutes long. I filmed it, directed it. It's called The Come Up.
You filmed it and directed?
You did
Yeah.
everything.
It got probably 300,000 views on it.
Wow.
I filmed it, I edited it and everything. It took me like a month to render it. I edited it. My second movie I did on my case, the one in Savannah.
Yeah.
But it didn't get that much.
On the shooting.
Yeah, I did a movie on the shooting. And then I'm finna do a third movie on the last case I caught. It's called Crash Out Season. And my brother had got robbed. And my mama had them call me. She wanted me to go do something to the people that robbed my brother. So I jumped in the car. And I was speeding on the way to Moultrie. And I got pulled over. And I had a warrant for my arrest. I sat sit down for 9 months. And a whole lot of stuff just happened while I was in jail that time.
Wow.
What inspired you to start doing
Movies.
movies?
I just used to be on YouTube. Like I tell people all the time, people be talking about they don't know how to do nothing. Like I don't smoke. I don't know how to roll no blunt because I ain't never put my mind to it. So I always was big on YouTube. Like Soulja Boy not one of my favorite rappers, but he was a big influence because he the one showed people like people don't pay attention to him. That boy there, he real good at marketing. So I was just like, I used to see people that got their own little independent movies on YouTube, and my mom and dad about, it was like, I was probably like 13 years old. I told my mama instead of some shoes and clothes, I was like, I want a camera. I had got a Canon T2i, And my mom was like, my dad was like, he want a camera. What you want a camera for? I started shooting videos, doing photography, and I shot me a movie. And then when I had started capping all that, making all that money, then that was my dad started believing. He was like, oh. I'm like, man,
that's dope, man.
I made so much money. I've been getting hated on in school for a long time because I had more money than all of them.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you were young and you took that initiative to do all of that, and you had that drive for it. Because a lot of times kids, they want something, start with it, and then it's down.
And a lot of people don't believe in themselves. I know I'm from a small town, but I feel like I can do anything I put my mind to.
Where you get that from? Your mom or dad? Your mom?
My dad.
Your dad?
And my dad, when my dad was coming up, he was like my dad was like 8 years old. And he was raised by my grandma. My granddad lived in New York. My grandma had went to prison for murder. She had stabbed the lady like 100 times. So she went to prison for like 8 years. My daddy got sent in New York. And he got raised by my granddad. So my granddaddy made him get out and hustle and start and just explore. So my dad put that in us, like the hustle that he got from being in New York, he put in us. My dad, he had money coming up, but he made us work for everything. Like he never just give us nothing. Like he like, yo, okay, just cause I got it don't mean you got it. And we always had to work. We was selling fireworks. We were doing whatever. We were raking yards, whatever. Like that's why I thank my dad for everything he taught us, cause he taught us the value of $1. You know.
And that's
he ain't
very
just
important.
he ain't just spoon feed us, you know.
Yeah. So when you look at just what your dad taught you, you feel like if it hadn't been for him, you wouldn't be in the situation you are now.
I can't give him all the credit though, cause my mom was the first one that believed in me.
Okay.
Cause my dad, he ain't believe in me till everybody else started believing in me.
So family is important.
Yeah.
You got to get
I like
Family
that.
very important.
But you know what? It's called balance. The female gives you some stuff, and the man gives you some.
I wish I could bring my dad on the show, man. And my daddy, I ended up talking to him it was probably like 5-6 months ago. It was at my nephew's birthday party, and he had been hearing in the street that I was making a lot of money, and I had him told him how much money I had them made that month, and he was like, well, let me hold something. I was like, what you need? He asked me for $38,000, and I told him, I was like, well, let go. I'll go get it for you. He like, what? And I went to where I had the money hid, and I gave it to him.
Wow, that's dope, right?
And and he was right here. He'll tell you.
Yeah, we need.
He tell all his friends all the time. He like, boy, he told my mama the other day when I had my country video. He like, boy, I'm so glad I'm so glad for that one right there. When my mama and my daddy got 3 kids together, he was like, man, I worked hard on that one right there. Cause he don't get along with my big brother and my sister.
I was just about to ask you because the fact that he said that, I was wondering how was his.
Well, if you give me $38,000, it's gonna weigh a little bit different.
Yeah,
than
I think
and for you to get it on your own like that and
Right.
give it to him. That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
Some people try to buy their parents a house or something like that.
I bought my mama a house. I paid my mama house, yeah, but I try to get her moved to Atlanta because I got a lot of ops in my hometown, but she don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you again?
25.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. That's why when I seen you, when me and you talked, I knew I had to get you on the show because I'm like, that young dude right there, he making moves. He ain't trying to hear it.
Like 2-3
He
months
ain't
from now,
nothing
man,
holding back.
I'm gonna be so icy. I got so much jewelry on the way. For real, I got a jewel out there in Houston making my 3-stripe chain, and then I got my wind up beat chain on the way. Jewel in Atlanta just hit me up before I got here. I'm finna go pick that up.
What's up with the
And
book?
no kids.
I'm waiting. I'm trying to find. No, I don't got no kids.
Wow.
On the book.
I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to find a writer.
Okay.
Cause I could talk. I need somebody that I can sit and talk to, and for them to write it. Cause I had them wrote the movie already in jail, so I got the movie I already wrote. We just finna start filming, we finna do a casting call. But I need to find me a writer, cause I know how to publish them.
I might can help you with that. I know old boy that he deals with movies a lot,
and
they done wrote a couple of books.
I'm gonna do the book, and I'm gonna give out probably 20 copies to each prison in the state of Georgia, because I want to show all the young men that's in the Georgia Department of Corrections that just keep your head up. You can make it out of any situation. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know I got friends. I got homeboys that got life, that went to trial and ended up getting life sentences. They did 7 years, came up for appeal, and came home. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping faith, staying in that law book. It's just staying positive. You know, like I said, when I caught the case I caught, everybody at my age group, they was like, yeah, it's over for 3.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't, you know?
Yeah.
So now they look at me. Like I said, I went viral on TikTok people coming on to my, oh, he's a snitch, this and that. How I snitched? If I went down on the case by myself, I ain't had no co-defendants. I had 20 witnesses against me. But I didn't have no co-defendants, you know.
That's crazy, man. So,
when I turned myself in, my little homeboy that with me, I said, nah, bro, y'all boys stay in here, bro. I'm finna go down here by myself. I don't need these folk tricking y'all, none of that, you know.
Yeah, I see the people that you was working with years ago, 3 years ago, you're not working with them anymore, as far as on the videos, the features, and all those guys. Because the music like it's changing, of course it's going to.
Because I'm focusing on myself, because at first I was trying to ride the little feature wave, but then all these rappers, they want to be Hollywood, man. These folks, you pay them for a feature, they don't even want to post it. So I feel like I'm going to build my own self up.
They do not want to post it. You right about that.
And they be acting like they ain't obligated to. I be like, man, nigga, you act like you were never up and coming.
Yeah. But then you done songs with Quando, Rondo. You've done songs with a lot of known artists.
Yeah, Jose Guapo. Jose posted it. Jose came down to Moultrie for the video. Nah, I can't speak on. Now Quando, he went Hollywood. Me and Quando was we was in the same dorm together. When Quando came up with that song, I remember I was in the same dorm with him. I was two cells down from him. He was beating on the cell, right? Coming up with that song. When he got out for me. He was sitting on the car. That's how he went viral. He was sitting on the car, beating, saying that I remember, and telling everybody to spam NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy signed him. That's how he blowed.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So how far you think you away from from blowing? And will you ever sign, or will you remain independent?
Nah, I don't feel like I ever signed. Cause I done seen more money than a lot of these folks done seen without a deal.
Yeah.
You know.
I know. Yeah. You seem like you can take it on, man. Building your own team out.
Yeah. I'm just waiting on all my homeboys to get out. You know. My partner Bougie, he should be out in a month or two. My partner PK, Doink in the feds. PK, he been locked up like 7 years on a murder charge. He's supposed to get out in a couple months. I'm just waiting on all these boys to get out. You know.
You gonna try to stay out of trouble?
Oh yeah,
they're going to jail ain't cool.
I gotta stay out of trouble, cause every time I go to jail, then they be looking crazy. They don't got nobody to send them no money, you know.
Yeah. So you like to lead?
Yeah,
You heard what his daddy told
you. Daddy
you.
told you don't slip.
Yeah, I
He's been sticking with that.
Man, I tell you, I went to jail a couple weeks ago. I got caught on the road, but because of my brother. I gotta put that in the movie, cause my brother be the main reason why I don't went to jail 2 times behind my big brother. My big brother got into an incident, and my mama told me. She said, get up, I need you to come with me, because your brother finna go to jail. They finna impound the car. She was like, you need to drive the other car. We get to the crime scene, the police like, hey, we need your driver's license too, so before you can drive the car. And I had a warrant for my arrest since February. So I went to jail. They transferred me to another jail. I was so mad. I told the police, I said, man, when we got to the jail, I said, put me in on my brother. He's like, why? So you can beat him up? Yeah. But see, I wasn't no inmate of that jail, so they wouldn't put me in. So they sat me in the holder cell till they transferred me. So
this all going down in Moultrie?
It was Moultrie, and I went to jail in Moultrie, but I had a warrant in another county close to Moultrie.
Okay. Yeah, man. So what do you expect to be like? Like, where do you want this music to take you, or the whole movement? I feel like you're a brand, because you're looking at movies, you're looking at books. I like the way you're doing that. And a clothing line, right?
Yeah, and I got clothing line.
What's the name of the clothing line?
Black Hippies Clothing.
Black Hippies. How long ago did you start that out?
Me and my homeboy Boo just started that. We started about 10 years ago.
Dang.
But we really just be focusing on. We just be focusing on making it help us save money. You know, like we don't wear other people's clothes. We just wear ours.
I like that.
You know.
Well, let me ask you this.
Why that name for that brand?
Cause my homeboy Bougie, he's a hippie. That's all he do is smoke weed. See, I don't smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. So when you
it was when he was in prison, and I was taking care of him in prison, and I told him, I said, look, Bougie, I said, when you get out this time, I need you to do something legit. I said, bro, I'm gonna start you a legit company. I said, bro, come up with a logo. I said, I got the graphic designer. I want you to do something legit. I ain't want my homeboy steady going back and forth to prison. And when I first started my career, he was hustling. He was trapping this stuff and investing in me with my music. You know what I'm saying? So it was on the right when he went to prison for hustling that when he came home, I gave him, you know what I'm saying, looked out for him. So that's how we started the clothing line, 'cause I wanted to give my homeboy something legit to do instead of going back to prison. Cool. But he done got locked up again for the same thing. I told him this time that we opened up a store. I'm gonna open up a store, Black Hippie store.
So you be pressing and all that stuff. You know how to do everything?
Press. Yeah, I do. I press. I do all that stuff. I know how to engineer. I know how to make graphics, logos, all that stuff. I know how to make my own mixtape covers.
What other category of a brand is there that you have not started doing? Because you sound like you touched almost.
That's
every
why he like
category.
independency too.
I don't what.
That's why you like being
The movie, the
independent.
book, the clothes,
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta stay in the independent lane because if I feel like if I serve, then they gonna be trying to tell me what to
Tell
do.
you what to do.
Just like I told you, I did the cowboy song. I just did the country song.
I seen that. I like that cowboy song. I said, this nigga trying to sing country?
Yeah, I just dropped. Look, me and my homie was in the studio. We was in Miami. We had some girls in there, right? So my cousin, me and him, we ain't seeing eye to eye right now. I don't deal with him no more though. And I never deal with him again because he got some people do something to my brother. But we was in the studio with some girl. He was hating on me. So he was like, "Cuz, you make all your songs about the same thing, man. Don't nobody want to hear that." I was like, "What?" I said, "Cuz, put on a beat. I'll make country song right now." And that's how you hear them in the beginning of the song. I was like, "Nigga talking about nigga ain't versatile." I
heard that today.
And that's how I came up with it. And then I linked up with one of Kanye West film directors, and they filmed my video. It cost me a lot of money to do that video. And I told we was filming that video from 8 in the morning to 8 at night.
Wow. Like I said, the independent ground is real.
Good.
And all you're speaking on is entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And it's just you dressing it up in a way that comes from our culture.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't understand that. They're going to call it hood or ghetto, but it's really entrepreneurship, really dressed up with a real good sauce to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love it, man. I love everything that you done pretty much told us about on this platform. A lot of young people sit in that seat and can't articulate the craft like you just did.
And doing the things that you're doing.
No, it's dope, bro. And that's why I was messing with you earlier too. I want to rock with you. I like you, man.
I tell you, I don't even got no manager in
You ain't
there.
got no manager or nothing. You
I
just
just do it on myself. I just be on my
You have a
phone.
team?
Nah, everybody locked up.
Everybody locked up.
Everybody locked up on the only one out.
Everything by yourself.
Yeah, I got
Your mama helping?
That-
my mom. She
I
can't
heard
really.
that.
She promote me on Facebook stuff like that, but she can't really promote. I got homeboys in the NFL and stuff, but they can't really promote my music because the stuff I'm rapping about. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think you're doing a great job, man. And whatever
Appreciate
God
it.
got for you is coming to you. You ain't
Yeah.
got to worry about nothing, man.
I-
For real.
When I be in Miami, I moved to Miami last May. When I got out of jail, I got in a situation. One of my homeboys that I was in prison with, he like, "Man, 3, you need to come." He like, "Man, you stay getting in trouble in Georgia, man. Come to Miami." I told him, I said, "Man, if you could show me I can make more money in Miami than I make in Georgia, I'll come." That boy paid me $1,000 a day for like 6 months.
Man.
And all I was doing was just watching his back. Cause he got like $250,000 in jewelry and he didn't want nobody to snatch a chain.
Wow. See the game real serious out here. And if you ain't living it, you won't think about it. You know what I mean?
And then I'm gonna tell you how me and him got it. Like how me and him came cool. When I was at the prison, I was at a low security prison. I was telling everybody when I get out, I'm going back to school. So he was telling everybody, "Man, that nigga 3, he ain't know nothing. That nigga telling me he going back to school when he get out, man, he a schoolboy." So you know how black, well I ain't gonna say black, you know how negative people is. They was like, they were trying to stir stuff up. They trying to make a fight. So I was like, "Hey, bro, you talking about me? You telling for I'm a schoolboy, this and that?" I caught him on the yard. And I called him out. I'm like, "Yeah, bro, you said this and that." He was like, "No, bro." He like, "Bro, I'm a schoolboy too." So my release date was January the 15th. His was the 17th. He gave me information. I gave him mine. He was like, "Bro, when we get out, bro, I'm gonna hit you up, bro." I wasn't expecting that. Cause I done got locked up plenty of time and put my information. They ain't never hit me up. But that's one dude. I can say I owe him. I can't say I owe him the world, but I owe him a lot because he really changed my life. Me going to prison and meet him was like the best thing that could ever happen to me. You know.
Wow. Man, I like it, man. Like I said, everything that, and it's just, like I said again, I don't know what you do as far as what he done and how, if he rap or what. I don't know.
Yeah, he rap too.
Okay, so he got to change.
He just don't want to put no music out. Like, you used to look at him, he got $250,000 in jury, but he don't put none of that music out. I got some songs with him though, but other than that, he won't release his music.
For sure. Hey man, we appreciate you for coming on the show.
Yes.
I appreciate
man,
being here.
No, man, you did, great job, great interview, great energy, man. Say, man, we love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
For sure. It's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101.